Sorry. Yo. It's another podcast with your favorite cousin, Bill. It's Thursday night. So you must be watching Nerds at Night. You must be watching the Drunk Bantha channel. Because it's the Bantha Bunch Show. Let's go. How are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And happy Friday, if it's your Friday. Shout out to all our Aussies out there. Yes, shout out to everybody joining us on Twitter. Again, this is your favorite cousin, Bill. Sitting here chillaxing, and hopefully you are too. Hopefully you're feeling good, getting some good in, you know what I'm saying? Some workouts, some good exercise, some good food in you. I just ate. That's why I'm 1 minute late. Actually, no, I'm 30 minutes late. Oh no, 15 minutes late. 15 minutes late. But you know, your boy gotta eat, man. Your boy gotta eat. So how y'all doing, man? Let me know in the chat. Come on, people, trickle on in here. Trickle on in. Trickle on in. If you're watching on the Drunk Bantha channel, or if you're watching on Nerds at Night channel, make sure you go to the channel and check out our merch. The merch is out there for sale if you so choose to do so. That's one of the best ways to help support the channel. We also have the members only available. We got the members only available for people out there. If you feel like you want to be so kind to help us out, all you got to do is go over to the join button and click that thing, folk. And it's only 99 cents a day. I understand if you can't do it because it's crazy out here right now. But for those of you who have been contributing to the members only, I really appreciate you. Right now, you can go check out the Does It Hold Up episode of Does It Hold Up, where we cover The Punisher, and this time it's Punisher versus Punisher. It's a versus episode. We're going to be doing, again, 1989 Punisher with Dolph Lundgren, and we're going to be doing the Thomas Jane 2004 movie that, like I said, Thomas Jane was in. It was pretty great episode that we did. It was featuring our boy Blake Money Mayweather, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Tonight, what are we talking about tonight? Oh wait, one more thing. The best way for y'all to help us out is the freeway, and I ain't talking about driving, baby. I'm talking about helping us out by liking and subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it helps us out immensely. So please help us out in any way, shape, or form. Sharing is caring, and sharing shows how much you care for us. It's a big deal, man. So especially if you're on Twitter as well, please make sure you share this on Twitter as well. Like I said, like and subscribe both channels, Nerds at Night and Drunk Bantha's channel. Tonight, we got a lot going on, y'all. We got a lot going on. Well, we don't got a lot going on. Tonight, we're going to be talking about, for the second week in a row and the fifth episode in a row, we're going to be talking about government cheese. Government cheese, man. It's becoming one of my favorite TV shows that's out right this very second. Not like that we've covered all year. You know what? Maybe we should do a episode of things that we've covered all year. and do like a top 10. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Shout out to everybody who's trickling in. Don't forget that anytime, if you so happen to miss an episode, a live episode of the Drunk Banthas channel, or anything on the Drunk Banthas channel or Nerds at Night that's live, if you just so happen to miss it, you can just go to the channel, check it out again. It'll always be up. Check them out on the live episodes, live section of your YouTube homepage, or in the live section of our YouTube homepage. Just check it out, y'all. Help a brother out. Wait a minute. Oh no, I said it. The Punisher Does It Hold Up is available for members only. Like I said, we're covering the government cheese later on. I mean, we're covering government cheese in our episode, episode 68, right? Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us since episode 1 of this show. 68 episodes. We killing it. Y'all are killing it. I just wanted to give a shout out to some members. I want to give a shout out to a few members. Let's see here. So here's some recent activity. You know what I'm saying? We got Million Gunu. We got Intempus Music. Shout out to Intempus Music for rejoining. This is the Drunk Banthas list of members. Flying Maytree. Shout out to Flying Maytree. What's up, Flying Maytree? I love that name. Shout out to Alamo. Shout out to Chris White. Shout out to Othelius, the OG. Shout out to HJC Hammer Hillary. HJC, shout out to you. Holy Jesus Christ, Hammer Hillary. How you like that? Mike Falleroff. Shout out to Mike Falleroff. You got a band? It looks like you got a band, Mike. Tell me what's up with that. Madison Deal. Kane Tinton. Shout out to Kane. Or you told me how to say your name right, and I forgot. Sian Kane. Anyway, you know I love you, dog. Tinton, Mr. Tinton. Colby Poyer. Shaggy. Is that the real Shaggy? You're the real Shaggy. Regardless, you're the real Shaggy. Mr. Dreaming. Thrawn Kill in the building. If you hear me get more excited for somebody, that's because they be chatting. I don't be discriminating against nobody. Shout out to Captain Badass. Shout out to Lil Frothy. Shout out to Books, Gers, and Purrs. Shout out to Rachel V. And shout out to Fifth Bantha. These are everybody who just rejoined in the last 17 days. So shout out to every one of y'all, man. Y'all are the ones who keep this shit going for show, for real. How's everybody's week going? Let me know in the comments. We got so much shit going on this week. Man, we had Andor come out this week. We had, what else came out this week? We had Sinners come out this past weekend. We've just had like one of the best weeks of entertainment television. If you're a sports fan, basketball is in the playoffs right now, playoff mode right now. If you're a football fan, you got the NFL doing the draft right now. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful time to be in television or on watching television, to be a fan of television. I really need to get into this episode. So right here at 10 minutes in, we're going to talk about government cheese. Now, like I said, man, so far this is becoming one of my favorite shows. I don't know about you guys. let me know in the comments. But so far, this is becoming one of my favorite shows, and I think if you haven't had a chance to watch it, hopefully this will get you enthusiastic to do so. Trying to bring up the notes for I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I'm like struggling with. So look, I swallowed a bug like an hour, no, 30 minutes ago. And it's been messing me up. So give me 2 seconds. Let me drink something real quick. Hold on. Because it's like that little motherfucker is still living in my throat or something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever get a bug in your throat? It feels like he's living in my throat right now. It's weird. So give me 2 seconds while I take some medicine to get rid of this mug. Oh, there we go. Had to get rid of that bug in my throat. Seriously, no bullshit, no code words. No, this is not to keep YouTube from being mad at me. This is literally, I swallowed a bug, and I think that motherfucker was stuck in my throat, alive. Fifth Bantha said, "What up, fam? Sorry I'm late. Got company. Will be in and out. I hope that means I don't know. Does that mean that you're smashing your company? In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Don't do her like Uncle Shay Shay. Fifth Bantha said, "How much did Hulu pay you to wear that? If nothing, go get some tape." Laugh out loud. Funny thing about it is I have absolutely nothing else to wear. And the only tape that I have in my house is Scotch tape. So be glad or be upset. I don't know. But be glad or sad that I don't have the ability to just move this stuff out of the way and go grab that Scotch tape and put it right on top of this. I thought it said Ulu. Ula. Ulu. Ula. That's what I thought it said. Ula. That's what it says. It's just flipped. It's mirrored. So it looks like Hulu to you. But but never mind all that. He said, Fifth Bantha said, "Not if you paid me. I wouldn't if you paid me." I feel it. I mean, I'm not mad at that. You know, I'm not mad at that. Do as you do. Do as you do. We need sponsorship, Hulu. That's right. Get them pockets up. Get that money right, Hulu. I need to see it. Give me my money. Everybody's just trickling in here. But, you know, guys, I don't have a lot of time to wait. Sorry if y'all heard that. That freaked me out. There's a car just drove by. Sorry if y'all heard that. But yeah, we're talking about Government Cheese. Government Cheese, episode 5, season 1. We have our main character, Hampton, that goes out with his son, Harrison. The description for the episode is Hampton coaxes Harrison into some father-son bonding at Lake Piru. Now, I gotta say, first off, this episode really was really done well. It again shot very awkwardly, I guess you could say. it has this aspect ratio sometimes that changes. It moves really well. It doesn't get stagnant. Name of this episode, by the name of this episode, by the way, is Father Facts, Figures, and Failures, which is an interesting title to me because Father Facts, Figures, and Failures. Harrison in this episode learns facts about his father. The episode is about his father, Hampton, the main character, going on a heist with his homie Bootsy, not Bootsy Collins, but Bootsy. And they managed to grab some money, and they call that figures, and do some math. You know, they had to do math. There was like a lot of math involved. 30 seconds with the 30 minutes and the amount of money they made and combinations. All these things can be used as figures and failures. And the failure, I guess, would be in this situation that he's lied to his son to get him to go with him. And even in that success or that win for himself, as selfish as it was, it could have still been in good faith, but he used that narrative to be able to create an alibi, not only an alibi, but to use it to create a cover of darkness theft due to its relation to its proximity to the campsite. I just felt like we got our first level of disappointment in our character. Now, the interesting thing to me about it is like every hero's journey has to have some kind of dip. But like, what kind of dip can you have if you just got out of prison? And I'm hoping it's not one in which he goes back to prison. I feel like it's a waste of a story for you to show us this guy who has this entrepreneur attitude towards life and then put him back in jail. Only because you've already established that for him as a character, and you'd think you want to go and move on into something else. So, really gotta look. I'm really looking forward to what they decide to do and how they move on with this character, because he's gonna face some kind of strife. You know, he's got to face some kind of strife for it to be, well worth it. For it to be a TV show with stakes. If there's no stakes, then what are we watching as a collective? Like, what are we watching? Sorry if y'all just give me a second. I'm trying to do the stuff on Twitter that needs to be done. But has anybody watched Government Cheese? I mean, I see people in here kicking a bobo, watching but not saying nothing. I'm not judging you on not saying nothing, but I really am interested if anybody's really watched this show yet, because I feel very much so on the side of no one really is watching it. But I think it's important. I think it's important to cover these black shows. Everybody's been asking me to cover. Everybody's been asking me to cover the studio. And as much I love Seth Rogen, and as much as everybody's told me about it, I'm going to love it when I see it. But the thing is, there's a lot of other shows out there that are not gonna get renewed. The studio will be on television as long as Seth Rogen and company want to do that television show. But this show might not get another season, not given the chance to have the ratings. As a matter of fact, that's kind of how you can tell that they kind of don't care about this show, because government cheese, you can kind of tell Apple TV really doesn't care about it, because why would you put one of your bigger TV shows out at the same time as another show that could be profitable to you? Why would you want to do that? And really, it just comes down to the fact that it's like a throwaway for them, and they don't really make any money off of Apple TV in comparison to what they make money off of in other ventures, cell phone, and Apple credit cards, like Apple Pay, like all these things cost money, and they get paid off of it. So they don't really need Apple TV, but shout out to them for helping art get made, especially like the beautiful art that has been getting made, and especially that including government cheese. For those who haven't seen it, it's not no Green Mile shit, and it's not no the Green Book type shit. It ain't no slave shit. It's not no, oh, we gonna make it one day. It really isn't. Like, so far, the show could have been about a white family, just as well as it is obviously about a black family. Let me just pull this up for you. For those who haven't seen it, I'm assuming you can see this. I mean, you probably are already aware of this. Why is this not working? I'm hitting the button. This shit ain't doing nothing. But anyway, y'all see the deal, old buddy there. This kind of looks like some Green Book shit, right? It kind of looked like, oh, here we go. This nigga selling Bibles or some shit, but that's really not the case. It's really not the case. We really just got a situation where this dude is an entrepreneur, and he's built his own way. But he needs the money to invest and the money to keep people off his back. So the investors, if you will, people who got him out of prison, they requested their $2,000 back, which we did the math last week, and I believe that's like $22,000 or some shit today. Or maybe it's like $19,900. I'm going under 20. I'm going under 20,000. I'll say 19,999, Bob. Ding. I'm going with that one because I'm pretty positive, because we looked it up last week. But yeah, man, that is a lot of money to just come out of prison owing somebody and you ain't got no job. And you trying to get this goddamn shit off the ground, man. You're trying to get this business off the ground. So anyway, we start this episode 5, with Harrison and Hampton preparing to go on their trip out of town to Lake Piru, baby. And in that trip, in that preparation, we get this introduction to a camera that belongs to Einstein. And I love when people incorporate cameras and stuff like that into a time period film or movie, because there is a certain level of like gratitude that I have towards the people who made those early things, those early models of cameras and record players, which turns into CD players and shit, obviously, like headphones, things like that interest me when you're looking at the evolution of it. And so it was cool to see this camera that he was using to hit the button to take the picture, and it's got the long cord to it, hooked to it. I was like, damn, these niggas rich. But that's not the case. It was just a different time, man. It's actually kind of cool to be watching this with all these tariffs going on, because you get to kind of see how old school life used to be more affordable. But that's because there was an emphasis put on not letting billionaires run shit. But I digress. Check out my new podcast coming on Tuesdays, guys. While we're sitting here about to transition into further going into the story, I'd like y'all to know, announcement being made here, we're going to be doing a members only live stream at least once a month, every Tuesday. Well, not every. What am I talking about? We're going to be doing at least one a month on Tuesdays at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. Gonna do them every Tuesday, and I'm gonna call it. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna save that for y'all. And if you got any ideas, I might take one, but just let me know. Let me know if you got some. But yeah, we will be going live Tuesday. It'll be I won't be able to tell you when it is right now, how many, like when we'll start it, but that's coming soon, very soon. Like the new month's coming up, so I got to make sure, because I don't think that anyway. I got to make sure we can make that happen in a way that everybody's able to make it there, and we can hang out. But yeah, members only live coming up in a Tuesday or two. But anyway, back to our show that we're talking about here, Government Cheese. Government Cheese main character, Hampton, is now on the road with Harrison after shoving off from hanging out and taking pictures with Einstein and his wife, Hampton's wife. Seems like at the beginning, it seemed like Harrison was gonna kind of be like, man, fuck you, Dad. You ain't shit. He keeps calling him Hampton too. Like, he ain't really even calling the nigga by his name. I mean, like, by, he ain't calling him Dad. What I mean to say, his name is Dad, nigga. Like, you don't call me motherfucking by my real name, my nigga. Like, you better have like a nickname for it or something. You don't get to just call me by my real name. You's a little kid, nigga. And you suspended from school. Don't forget, he got suspended from school like 2 episodes ago, y'all. So Harrison acting like a little piece of shit. And excuse me that I don't have any clips today or any video to show you guys. I'm a broke bitch. And I didn't pull up anything. And Nine's not here. I don't have the ability to do all that stuff. I'm not great at it. I'm not bad at it. But it just makes it yeah, no, so I'm just apologizing. But the video excuse me, I can't play any video from the or what do you call it, clips. Maybe, let me see. Let me see if I can. Okay, there's the trailer. Let's see if they got any clips from episode 5. And also, I'm kind of interested because maybe this shit won't even work. Might not work. Shit really don't like me. Oh, okay, it's working. Hold on. Excuse me, because I want to show y'all a piece of this scene where they're Hampton and Harrison start hanging out. Once when they get there, it's kind of like they start fishing and getting set up for the camps at the campsite. And it's kind of like clear that Harrison hasn't really ever been camping, it seems like to me, because he didn't really know what to do. It seemed like with a lot of situations, didn't seem like he really knew what to do. I'm trying to bring up. Here we go. It seems to be working, y'all. So let's just see if it skips. Y'all know how messed up it be sometimes. Let's see if it skips. This is working, so let's see. Dude.
Rated by Rabbi Marty. The rabbi explains Jewish customs and religious items visible.
Oh, so okay, so there's this dude doing a breakdown, I guess, but if you just see here, and why he got captions? Yeah, but you can see they're taking this really uncomfortable photo together. It's just like, I don't know. This was funny to me because Harrison is just not trying to comply with any of this. He's just pretty much out of it. But this is the camera I was talking about. Like, isn't that cool? I mean, to me, that's cool. Y'all don't think that's cool? Hold on. One of y'all did one of y'all just call me a nerd? But if you can look in Hampton's hand here, you can see that he's holding on to the little clicker, which is just so cool to me. I mean, our shit is terrible these days, it seems like. So like our tech works, but it doesn't work for us. I feel like
turns out to be.
Y'all let me know. Am I rambling? Let's see here. No, that's the. Oh wait, well, that's some meta shit right there. No, 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 no. We're getting nothing. We're getting nowhere. This is bullshit. All right. Well, enough of that. Stop sharing this. Uncle Baby Billy. David Olallier explains the meaning behind Apple TV's government cheese. Well, hold on. Before we start. Well, no, I'm not going to play that. But anyway, you guys got the idea of that one. I'm going to just leave that alone. I just wanted y'all to see that. I'm not doing it well. Not doing it well. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be able to do that, y'all. Not going to be able to do that today. So yeah, well, like I was saying, it seemed like Harrison was on his first camping trip, really. So I really was it was like I was digging how the father-son moments was really just happening organically. You know what I mean? Like they was really seeming like they was having fun, not just going through the motions. It seemed like Harrison started to loosen up, not only for his father, but for himself, it seemed, to a degree. Like, and I'm talking about, like, it's the first time I really seen the dude really smiling. Like the whole series so far, I don't really think he'd be smiling too much. So was refreshing to see this little change in the kid, and it showed some growth, right? Like it showed some early growth in the character. And maybe that is going to lead to some distrust, because I mean, that's got to be coming down the pipe when he's been lied to help him go rob someplace. And Hampton, spoiler alert, doesn't get caught this episode by like he doesn't get caught by Harrison this episode, but you could kind of see the foreshadowing at one point that he may. Through all of this, even though you thought, oh, he's going to be tense the whole time, he's going to be a bitch, he's going to be a problem the whole trip, they went in a different direction with that, and I liked it. But that was before. I mean, that was even before Hampton brought out the beers. Hampton brought out some malt liquor. He brought out some malt liquor for his son to drink with him on camping trip. I said, man, let me tell you something. My dad would have never did no shit like that. Ever. That don't make my dad less cool or more cool. I'm just saying. My dad never let me drink, no, especially not no malt liquor. So yeah, Hampton starts loosening his son up, letting him drink some beer, hanging out with him, teaching him how to fish, playing games, skipping rocks, racing each other, foot races. It was like a jolly old time. They should have been playing that one song. What's that song? People, let me tell you about my best friend. Yeah, man. I think that was kind of what they were going for. Maybe they couldn't get the rights to that music, but that's what should have been playing. People, let me tell you about my best friend. This shit funny to me. But yeah, they was foot racing. And I did kind of feel jealous. I ain't had that kind of relationship with my dad, even though this nigga dad was in prison. And then I kind of got mad. Like, nigga, you don't give your dad no love. Like, at least he's trying to show some love, man. Like, it's hard to get your daddy to show some love sometimes, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had to become an athlete, a really good athlete, before my dad started paying attention. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Sorry, I'm kind of like halfway looking at the draft right now. And I don't even really care. But anyway. Yeah, like I was saying, man, they had a great time. But when you have this moment. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, it's like this moment where Harrison has or Hampton has this moment with Harrison where he's talking to him, and he's like basically letting him know that, like, you know, after all the bullshit that I've done, and I know I've done a lot of bullshit, I just want you to know that I've only done it and always done it to help you guys. I've always done it to support the family. It wasn't about me. Gives him this long ass speech. Great monologue. But turns out Harrison is asleep. Sleep as a mug, knocked out. So his speech is wasted on Harrison in this moment. But his goal had been achieved, which wasn't what you're thinking. Being a good father? No. He isn't even trying to be a good person. he's tricking his son and getting him wasted so that he won't wake up and be able to ask, what happened to you, Dad? You left for 2 hours. And they're saying that these people were spotted 2 hours ago, type shit. You know, you don't want the kid to be able to tell on you. So he gets Harrison wasted. He passes out. And then Hampton rushes over to meet Bootsy, played by Bokeem, goddammit. And Bokeem Bootsy meets up with him, and he's such a lackadaisical type dude in this. His character just don't seem to really give a fuck about nothing, but at the same time, he does. Like, at the same time, he don't want to run up on nobody and get done up. But anyway, he damn, I forgot what I was about to say. But at any rate, he just seems kind of like Bokeem's character, Bootsy, just seems kind of like he don't really care about nothing, and he must be like not even really caring about going to jail. Like, he is lackadaisical as hell in this episode, going to steal money from the temple, the Jewish temple. And it's really funny. They have Hampton and Bootsy have a really interesting moment together when they're getting prepared for the robbery. Hampton hands a yarmulke over to Bootsy and makes Bootsy wear it, because he's saying, look, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it respectfully. So they came into the house of God with open arms and a closed head. A closed head and an open arms make a soft ass. I don't know what that means. But anyway, as they get to the building, turns out that Bokeem, he's like, Bootsy, he's like, there's a 1 in a million chance that they have fixed the latch on the window, and we can just sneak in through the window. And of course, they get there, nigga done fix the latch on the window. So they get lucky, and some keys are inside of the door that opens up the building. So they sneak in. Is it sneaking if the door's open? I don't know. But anyway, they sneak in, manage to, excuse me, I'm having some swallowing issues. Is it this? I don't know. Maybe it's just cotton mouth like a mug. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all pray for me. I'm having trouble swallowing. Y'all pray for me out there. Pray for your boy. Oh, well. Get well soon, John Morant. Nigga hurt. But anyway. Boheem and Hampton get into the building, into the temple, but I keep saying it. Bootsy reveals to Hampton that he actually has no idea where the safe is. He only knows that it's within one room of the building, and therefore Hampton's freaking out. He's looking for it. He's just like, why would you not tell me that you don't know where the safe is? We should have been trying to figure out where the safe was. And then Hampton finds the safe, but it isn't the right safe. It isn't the same kind of safe that Bootsy told him it was. So it takes him quite a while to get into the safe, but he ends up doing it. But all the while, man, Bootsy is just walking around lackadaisical, stealing shit that they don't need. And clearly you can get caught if you pawn the stuff. Like it, he even thinks about stealing the what is it? The Quran, not the Quran. Damn it, what's that shit called? The Toran, the Turan. Anyway, the Jewish text that's on the scrolls. The Torah. He tries to take the Torah, y'all. It's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. But it kind of made me go like, well, what's wrong with this dude? Like, why did they all of a sudden make this dude like just dumb? Like, there is no way to put it other than they made this dude dumb all of a sudden, which is cool. You know, that's their prerogative and whatnot. But I don't think that's the way I would have gone about it, to be honest with you. But it was chill. I fucked with that episode, this episode. So yeah, they find the money, like I was saying, and Butthole got tight a little bit. Buttholes got tight. Like they almost got caught. And the way that it happens is it's so funny because it's like old niggas trying to rob this place. They old niggas, like you can tell they used to be young and they think that they still young. It's like yo, I still got it type shit that they on. And sorry if y'all can hear people laughing out there. They it seems like they're on some kind of like we still got it type shit, you know. And the way that they almost get caught, like I was saying, but the way that they almost get caught, or the way they evade getting caught, is hilarious. Y'all gotta watch it. I don't wanna. I it ain't gonna do me no good trying to explain it to y'all. Plus, this ain't no episode where y'all just want to watch me talk about what happened in the episode. You probably want my opinion more than anything, and you know, I can't really provide the video that y'all need to see to go with the commentary. But I can tell you, if you're willing to hear, I guess, that the episode is good, but it felt so short. I thought, damn, what is this? Is this the end of the episode? Because I watch it on the Xbox, so I'm like turning the Xbox controller back on, trying to rush to it. Like, is this the end? There's no way this is the end. And it wasn't the end yet, but it was only like 6-7 minutes left to the end. I was like, damn, dude, this shit's too short. It was only like 40 minutes long, this episode. I think this is an hour episode. I mean, like hour TV show. It should be. I'm not saying it is, but it should be a TV show that lasts about an hour. It's got so much depth. Like I said, costume design is great. They did explain a couple of episodes ago. I forgot to mention, but they did explain, or was it just last episode? Anyway, they did explain that mom is basically she's like a tailor. I mean, well, she's not a tailor. What am I talking? She's a decorator. She's basically a decorator who wants to be a decorator for like marketing clothes and bedroom sets and all this kind of stuff. But she can't, you know, she's either afraid that she can't get it, or she's afraid of rejection because she's black. I don't know what the case is yet. We don't know what the case is yet, but we know that she likes doing it, and you can tell from her home that she kills the shit. So I'm making parallels between the house and the mom, because it's almost like the house is a character. You know what I'm saying? The way that they've established that her character has decorated it. It's amazing. And like I said, the shots are just amazing. So it gets this episode gets an A+ from me. Let's see what it is on IMDb. Because like I said, it gets a plus from me. I'm very happy with what we've seen so far. The actors are killing it. What's his name? Hold on. There's the kid's name. Evan Ellison. He is killing his role as the youngest son, Einstein. And Harrison is killing his role. Actually, I don't know which one's the oldest. Einstein is the tallest and he's big. And Harrison is smaller, but is he the oldest? I gotta go back and look at the was it the prequel episode where they I gotta go back to that where they're in the flashback episode. Cause damn that I didn't anyway, Simone Missick, she's not in this one. Misty Knight, she's not in this one. That Too Tough. You guys saw that clip of her. That's the only picture. I mean, that's the only time that she's in a scene in this episode. They don't really focus on what's going on at home. They focus on what's going on with Harrison and Hampton. So now let me try this again. Government Cheese has a rating of this episode being, come on, man, get to the episodes. How do y'all deal with this shit? How do y'all deal with this? How do I get to it? How do I get? I've done this stuff before. There we go. Episode guide. Okay. Episode 5. Well, I'll tell you from the beginning. Episode 1, you guys know that they released 4 episodes all at once. And now it's going week to week. So the first episode called The Gospel of Kenny Sharp, hilarious. It got a 7.2. I would give it like maybe an 7.8. Trial and Error, 7.5. Two Doors, episode 3 is 7.5. A Long Road Home, 8. It's got a 8.08. It's just 8. And Father Facts Figures and whatever the hell it was, Failures. Father Facts, Fears, and Failures, episode 5 has a 7.6. I am going to give this episode an 8. And I'm going to tell you why. It's 8 out of 10 stars. I just felt like the bonding that he did with Harrison and the trust that he abused is somehow or another going to infuse and bring them all closer together. So that's what happens, right? Movies, TV, go through some bullshit. Then you finally say, hey, my bad. I love you. And then it's over with. That's how it should be handled. But it's not sometimes. It's not. Yeah, so we end this episode with Hampton getting back and Harrison still being asleep, knocked out from that mall liquor. Nigga took about 4-5 them motherfucking Colt 45 to the dome in that bitch. Took 4-5 them bitches to the dome in that bitch. Took 4-5 bitches to the dome in that bitch. Sorry, had to say it again. Cause he fucking getting it in when they was having so much fun. They was having so much fun, y'all, drinking, fucking piggyback rides and shit. Nigga, this shit was great. But now he's knocked out still. And Hampton now has a perfect alibi. Things seem to have gone perfectly. But Hampton threw out his window a flyer from the temple that he had in his pocket or whatever, that for whatever reason he had it in his pocket, threw it out the window. It got sucked straight back into his car and lodged into the back seat. And so now our character has an issue in which Harrison is more likely than not to see that flyer and then assume or left to conclude that he robbed them. Hampton, his father, robbed the temple. So looking forward to seeing what's going to go on from there. I haven't seen a trailer or anything for this episode. Like I said, it was rated a 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb, and I gave it an 8. If you want to give it a different score, let me know in the comments. Make sure you go and check out our new episode on the Drunk Bantha's channel. It's of our episode called Does It Hold Up? Does It Hold Up is a show that we do. It comes out every other Wednesday at 4:20, and it's a show that we do talking about movies and from the past to determine whether or not they stand the test of time, or they stand the test of time. And we get a little bit inebriated while we do it. Make sure you drink responsibly. No, make sure you drink responsibly, especially when you're hanging out with the Drunk Banthas. The episode of Does It Hold Up is the new one. The new episode of Does It Hold Up? Okay. New episode of Does It Hold Up is The Punisher. And it's The Punisher versus The Punisher. Right now, it's only available for the members. Right now, they're only available for the members. So, the reason I just did that, but it'll be available Friday. It'll be available Friday, probably around 4:20 p.m. So check out for that. If you don't know, everything we have is available on at around 4:20, either in the AM or the PM. Film Age said, I just got here. What up, y'all? What up now? Yeah, man, we're just sitting over here chilling. Chat's not really active right now, talking about some government cheese. For the most part, what you've missed is that our buddy Hampton, did you watch it? I don't know. Hampton's in some trouble, man, and we worried about our guy. I really, 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 really don't want Hampton to go down the wrong way, and I hope that they put this behind him and it doesn't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want our guy to win, and any struggles that he goes through, I want them to come from what we've already started with at the beginning. The problems that he has already at the beginning, which was that he owes this crime boss family $2,000, and he's trying to get his drill off the ground. If we get into multiple of these types of types of plot lines, I feel like we'll lose the plot line, And so let's keep the main thing, government cheese. I'm hoping that you do that. I'm hoping that you keep it 100. Keep it a bean. This is a really important show as far as it goes with black people. Like, so, because I've seen like maybe three white people in this. No, I mean, maybe more, but like main characters with lines, probably only seen 3 white people in this. So, I think it's worth being celebrated, worth being talked about, and also worth watching. Worth watching. So you guys should go over there to Apple TV Plus, or steal it. Go on one of them websites and take it. I can't tell you what to do, but I mean, it's 2025. Y'all already know you ain't got to go get the website. I mean, go get the Apple TV account. You already know it, or whatever streaming account it is. Y'all already know you ain't got to do that. You just go get it from wherever you get it. Get somebody else's password or take it from the internet. I highly recommend going that route. Because I don't do that way, because I get to write this shit off because it's work. Philmade says government cheese, number one, Happy Family USA, and Common Side Effects are the most important shows, and they are all dropped this year. I just saw the number one Happy Family USA on Amazon the other day. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to check that out for sure. And you're saying government cheese and Common Side Effects. Yeah, I think government cheese is there in the same category like you just did, but only for different reasons than the others. But I think I completely 100% agree with what you just said. They might be the most important. They're not. Yeah, we could get more people watching them, is what I'm trying to say. More people could be watching these shows. And shout out to Apple TV for really, just like I said, bogging down and saying, we're going to let them do what they want to right now, because we feel we can just let artists be artists and not have to worry about or police what they're doing, because it's not a big part of our bottom line, which has got to be an amazing place to be in when you have the ability to make hundreds of millions of dollars with television shows like Severance, or was it John Laszlo, or what's his name? What's his name? Ted Lasso. If you got the Ted Lassos of the world out there making you all that money, then who cares if it's making a profit? Who really cares if you're Apple TV? You don't. So yeah, I can't wait to watch the number one Happy Family USA. If you guys don't know what that is, go check out the trailer. It's like a hilarious post 9/11 television show that I think would be amazing to watch, given how many civil liberties were stolen from us during that time period. And it also seems like it might have some other politicians in it, so that shit will be funny and fun at the same time. If it seems like to me. Yeah, you got here sooner, Film Age, but you can go back and watch from the beginning. And you guys can do the same. Make sure you go online to the Drunk Banthas channel and the Nerds at Night channel to make yourself a member if you can. You don't have to, obviously, but it really helps us out. But the thing that helps us out the most is if you like and share. Just so happens it's free for you, and you don't have to do a thing except hit the button, like it, and share. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the members that I did members at the beginning for Drunk Banthas. Well, we don't have any members right now on Nerds at Night, so make sure you go over to Nerds at Night and become a member. Help us out over there. It's cool. We see y'all over there that be watching, but you don't comment. I really appreciate y'all. Anyway, Laura, she tried to sign up not too long ago. I'll help you figure it out, Laura. Really appreciate you for sharing and liking. And you guys, I give y'all all a shout out as well for sharing and liking. I'm sitting here ending a little earlier than normal, a lot earlier than normal. If you don't like me going at 7:30 and you prefer me to go at 8:15, let me know. Let a brother know. I can change this up whenever I want to, and I can do whatever I want. Film Age, we're going live. Everybody, members only. We're going live, members. If you're a member only, we're going live on YouTube. It's 99 cents on both YouTube channels. Live one Tuesday a month. Be more details on Monday. Check us out on the Drunk Banthas podcast on Monday, wherever you're watching from right now or listening from right now. Be right here. Make sure you give us a thumbs up everywhere you go, and check out the merch. I'm about to take this shot. Hold on a second. The music stopped. That's not cool. Nobody wants that to happen. Nobody wants that to happen. Not until we actually get out of here. So, again, you have been watching another podcast with your boy, your favorite cousin's favorite cousin, Bill. This is the Nerds at Night channel. This is the Drunk Banthas channel. This is Thursday, so you must be watching the Drunk Banthas. Excuse me. This is Thursday, so you must be watching the Bantha Bunch show. I'm going to do it over. Here we go. I need the music louder. You have been watching the Nerds at Night channel. You have been watching the Drunk Banthas channel. And you have been watching your favorite cousin's favorite cousin, Bill, right here. Wherever you're listening to right now, make sure you like and subscribe. You should come and check us out on Mondays at the Drunk Banthas podcast on the same channels wherever you're listening. All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure of mine, as always. Be right back here every Thursday at 7:15 p.m. Pacific time. My name is Bill, your favorite cousin, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Peace.
Mr. President, thanks.